We're going to talk about Stealth Writer. Now, one of the reasons why I want to talk about these two in particular, we've talked about other tools though. If you check my YouTube channel, you will see we've talked about other tools like WriteHuman. But now, Stealth Writer, the reason why I want to talk about it is because currently, I don't know about the future, but currently, as of today, which is 31st of December 2025, Stealth Writer is one of the best tools that you can use to humanize any of your text. And Stealth Writer has been the best for the past 1 year plus. Now, I'm saying as of today because I don't know what the future holds, but I'm pretty sure that Stealth Writer will still continue being one of the best tools to use to humanize your text. Like I said, one of the reasons why this tool is very, very accurate is one of the reasons why this tool is very good is one, it gives you accurate output. It maintains your keyword and sentence structure. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, I said something. I said there are a lot of tools out there that can also help you humanize and bypass AI. But the problem now is their output is very, very poor. The English structure, the English sentences is very, very poor. But one thing Writer does is it doesn't just help you bypass AI text, it still maintains your keywords and gives you accurate output. Now, to watch the complete video of this, you can check my YouTube channel and watch the complete video in case you can't watch the complete video right here. Now, I'm going to dive right in and show you how to use this tool to be specific. Now, for example, now what we are going to do now, I'm going to show you how to use the tools, like I said. So this, let me take you to the face interface of Writer on its own. So this is it. We'll come to the humanizing section. Now, I'm going to copy text directly from AI, and we are going to try to humanize the text together. Are you getting me? So now let's try something together. Okay, let me see if I have. Okay, I already have some humanized text here. So now let's take this for example now. Now, this is just me showing you how to use this tool practically. Nothing much about it. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you now, there are tricks you can use when using Stealth Writer that would give you the best output. Now, one of the thing mistake people do is that when they want to humanize text, what they do is they'll copy a very long text up to 1,000 word count or 500 or maybe 3,000 word count and just paste it inside there and tell Stealth Writer to humanize it. Now, don't get me wrong, Stealth Writer will humanize it and still give you accurate output. But what I'm going to advise is you don't do it that way because what we want is the best app of Stealth Writer. And for it to give us the best, we have to give it a very, how will I say it? A very limited amount of words, not too much words at a go, for us to be able to get the best out of it. Let me practicalize it for you as an example now. Now, this is a text directly from AI. Now, I can easily copy all this and come over here and paste it, right? Obviously, Stealth Writer will definitely still humanize the text for me. But before I click on humanize, because the mistake people always does is once they click on paste, they just click humanize. No, there are some settings you need to turn on before you click on humanize. Now, these are the settings. Now, if you want to use Stealth Writer, now these settings I'm giving you, they are not a must you follow it. But this one I'm setting for you is the one I've been using, I've always been using, and it has given me the best output. But like I said, it's not a must you use exactly the settings I'm giving you. But I'm going to explain more of how these settings works so that you can understand it. Now, this is what I use. I use 4.7. Then I use this must be 10. Your level must be 10. Don't put it around 1, 2. It must be the what? The highest. Now, this. Now, let me explain what this means a little bit. Now, you see this word don't change. Now, what this means is going to arrange the sentence just exactly the way you give it to it. Like, for example, if you say, this is a boy, he came to my house today. Now, what this don't change means is it's going to still give you, this is a boy, he came to my house today. The way the sentence is being arranged, this is a boy will come first, while the second one, he came to my house, will come second. That is, don't change structure. It's still going to maintain how the sentence is being arranged, but it's going to paraphrase it. I hope you understand the instance I gave you at the first thing. Now, improve readability. Now, this is also good. All these options here are very, very good. But let me just give you little explanation of what each of them means. Now, improve readability now. What this does now is this will help you change some grammar and correct some English in any mistakes in your work. Whereby when you give it a text, if you give it like for example, two sentences, due to the fact that there's an improved readability section you click on, there's high tendency that that two sentence might turn into three or it might reduce because it's trying to give you the best output to improve the input text you've put inside this box above. Now, another option here is we have the academic. Now, what this academic does is, now let me explain something to you. You see, this don't change. Always use it when you are writing, for example, a reflective essay. Let's say, for example, you are using the word I, we. Those are example of reflective essay. When you're using the word I, we, you. When you use the option don't change, it's going to retain those I, we, and all those personalized sentences. But if you're writing work like reflective essay, you're using I and we. If you come and click on academic, this academic basically is for project work or for dissertation and thesis. So if you're writing, for example, a reflective essay and then you click on academic, you will discover that it's going to change those your I and we into an academic sentences. Because when you're writing dissertations and projects, you don't use the word I in them. You don't use the word we in when you're writing dissertations. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So you need to be careful on how you use it. That's why some people say, I use StealthWriter, but it's giving me a wrong output. That is because you don't know how to use it. Are you getting me? So if you're using academic, for example, academic now is mostly being used for dissertations and projects and all those work, especially the work that does not use the word does not use personalized sentences like hi or and all those stuff like that. You can use then you can use academic. But if you're writing essays like reflective essays whereby you need to reflect on something and you're going to use like hi and all first person, let me use first person words, then you can use don't change for it. Now, understand something. Any option you're selecting, either don't change, improve readability, academic, there's something people don't know. All these options, in fact, all these options listed here from don't change to high school students, it always most times add its own sentences to it. Let's say, for example, you want to write an essay of um 2000 word count, 2000 word count essays. You wrote all your 2000 word counts with AI. Now, if you when you're done paraphrasing that word, that 2000 word essay, at the end of the essay, you will discover that the word count you are going to be having would have increased to maybe 2,300 or even at times 2,400 word count. What does that mean? It means that during your paraphrasing stage, that is this section, when StealthWriter wants to paraphrase, It's going to add some certain words to your sentences and remove some certain words in your sentences. That would now also increase the total number of word count you have. So to be on the safer side, we professionals, what we do it is when we know that we want to write a work and we are going to use AI completely for the work, especially when you are being given an assignment that has to do with word count. What we do is if the assessment is 3,000 word counts, when we are doing the work, we are going to do 2,500 word count or 2,600 word counts. That's what we're going to do because we know that when we want to now do paraphrasing, StealthWriter will definitely add more words to it. So those words StealthWriter is going to add to your assignment and you want to paraphrase will now account for it. So you're going to be having a total of, let's say, maximum of 3,000 word count. So take note of that. So if you know you want to use AI to do your work, and you want to paraphrase, even if you use WriteHuman, it's still the same thing. All humanizing tools always add more sentences to your work. So now that you know this, any work you want to do, if it is 4,000 word count, for example, try to do 3,600 word count. Because by the time you're done paraphrasing it, all these humanizing tools will also add more words to your essay. So take note of that. Now, coming back to formal. Now, formal now, I will not see apart from these three tools, these three options here, anything below from here downward, I will not advise you to use it at all, no matter what you're writing. So I'm not even going to explain from the formal downward. I'm not going to advise you to use it. For example, now if you use university professor, it's going to change your word completely. It's going to change the world completely. So the only three options that is advisable to use in this option is don't change, improve readability, and academic. Me specifically now, I mostly use don't change and academic. That's the two. Those are the two options I use. Are you getting me? Now for this one, now we are going to put don't change. Now there's something else I want to show you. You click this option down now, as you can see, 5 drafts. Now, what this draft means is at the output level here, you're going to have 5 outputs. Now, let me practicalize that so that you'll be able to see what I'm saying. Now, what this draft means is that you're going to have 5 outputs, different outputs you can choose from. That is what it means. Now, when I get to these sections like this, what I do is instead of me making it 5, now look at it, for example, this is the output here. We have draft 1, draft 2, draft 3, draft. Are you getting me? Now, what I do at this point in time, I reduce this to 2 maximum. The reason is because I want to get the best out of these humanizing tools I'm using. So if I want to get the best out of it, I wouldn't want it to waste its time and effort giving me 10 different drafts. I want its focus to be on just only 2 so that it's going to give me the best output from those 2 options. Are you getting me? Now, most people always come here and put strict. Now, I will not advise you to change this option because this normal level is enough for you to get the best out of it. Now, if you put it in strict, it's going to change your work in a way you're not going to like. Now, these are the mistakes people do when they're trying to use Stealth Writer. Now, look at your screen. Look at this setting I gave you over here. You can decide to use these settings for your work. You're going to get the best output that you ever wanted. It's okay like this. Like I said, I've explained this don't change and academic. This academic now tends to add more words that even don't change. I get him. This academy tends to add even more words than don't change. Now, now that I've explained to you what all these sections means and how you can do it, there's something else I want to show you. Now, let me paste in my words in here. Now, I've pasted in my words in here. Now, there's something hidden. If you're very conversant with AI, you know that AI always drops hidden text in their words. There's always hidden text. If you're not conversant with it, you will not understand what I'm saying now. But if you are, then you are already flowing with me. Now, like I said, AI always drop hidden text in every output they give you, from ChatGPT to any AI you use to write. Now, when you paste this thing here, you see that there's nothing at this below side here. Zero character, zero words. Now, just click any side of all these places. Let's say, for example, you click here. Look at it. Your text contains none. Are you seeing that? All these things are what? Hidden text that you cannot see here. That is what StealthWriter is trying to tell you. So what you need to do is you click on this until this place is what? Empty. See, has been converted. Are you getting me? You click on it. Now, understand that it's not every text you paste here that it must give you an hidden text below. No. But you should try and always confirm. So when you paste a text in the box here, just click any option. You can click here, you can click here, you can click anywhere. Once you click it once, it's okay. If there's an hidden text, it's going to pop up below here. Then you click convert, or at times you will see remove anyone. Now, like I was saying, most people pack a lot of words and paste it inside here, and then they click humanize. Like I said, StealthWriter will definitely humanize this for you, no problem. But like I told you, we want the best out of StealthWriter. Now, if I click all this and I click humanize, StealthWriter will still humanize this for me. But like I said, I want the best out of StealthWriter. Look at it now. Now, this is output we have. Now, like you said, 77% humanized, 23% AI. Now, you can easily just click on this. You keep clicking on this until it gives you, now it's now 50%. You click on this again until it gives you what? 0%. Are you getting me? It's not it. Or if there are times whereby you click on this and you keep clicking, 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 and it's not going to 0%, you can either come here, this option here, you click on this red point and you click reload alternative. Those are the two options or method you can use. And you can, this is red, this is red. So you keep clicking this reload options until you see green. Until you see what? Green. Either you do it this way. If this is not still giving you green, look at it now. It will show green. You click on green and look at it now. We have zero output. We have zero output. And you can, are you seeing it now? So with this now, we can easily copy this and paste it in our main work that we're using. But like I said, we want the best out of AI. So instead of us doing it that way, what I would advise us to do now is something a little bit different. Now, this is it. Now, now let's go back to our let's go back to our where we copy this from, and let's copy it. Now, what our advice is, um when you are trying to paraphrase your work, I would advise you do it paragraph by paragraph. I know it's slow, but it's more effective, because once you do it this way, you have high chances of, when you check it on Turnitin, it's going to give you low percentage of AI being flagged in your work. But when you do it 1,000 words or 10 paragraph at a go, it will still humanize it. Probably you might even be lucky. When you check it on Turnitin, it will show you 0%. But like I said, it's better we do it slowly to get the perfect output. Are you getting me? So I would advise you copy the first paragraph, you come over here, you paste it here. Like you said, you see, you click this away and then you click humanize. Now, what I want to show you now is the output. If you read this output, And if you get this input, this input here, and you compare it with this output, let's first make this one 0%. You will discover that the output makes a lot of sense. The sentence structures are still being what? Maintained. And if eventually you do not like this output, you can easily come back here and click humanize again. You can click humanize again. Are you getting me? You can click humanize again. You can click humanize again. Sorry for that. So once you're done with this, you move to the next section. You move to the next section. Are you getting me? You move to the next section now. You move to the next section. So now what we are going to do now is, what I want to show you now is quite different from what I've showed you before. Now, this output we are having here, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so this output we are having here, now this output we are having here, what we are going to do now is, as you can see, this has been removed down to 0%. Now, another thing I want to show you now is, when you want to paste a text in here back, let's come here now. Let's come here now. I've already told you that it's better you do it paragraph by paragraph. Do not rush your work for you to get the best output from this. Now, coming down to this second section, let's copy this section for now. We come here. Now, this is the second section. Like I told you, this one, there is no red or hidden text inside this one. Now, let's use academic for now. See, like it says, changing style may alter. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Just like I told you before, it's going to add more text to what you're doing. Now, let's move to the next one now. Now, let's move to the next one now. So now we click humanize here. We click humanize here. Let's wait for it to pop up. So now it's popped up here. Now, if you look at the word count for this section and you compare it with this one, you will discover, look at this now, we have 868 character here, 191 words. If you come here now, it's quite different. Are you getting me? It's quite different. That's why I said, if you use academic, it's going to always add more text to your own original text. Are you getting me? And most times, always stick with draft one. You don't need to be clicking draft two. Most times, draft one is okay for you. Are you getting me? So basically, these settings and options I've given you on StealthWriter is the best way you can use it to get the best out of this humanizing tool. But in using StealthWriter, you also have the option of AI detector. Now, one thing I always advise people is, most people buy these tools. This tool is very good, like I said, but most people buy it because it also has the ability to check AI text in your work. Now, in as much as this is good, this is good. You can check your work here. But I will not advise you that when you check your work here, it shows 0%, you send it to your client immediately. No, because this is not the tools that most schools use to check for AI. Most schools uses Copyleaks or Turnitin. And the algorithm of how these tools work is different. So just because it's showing 0% here, you now say, oh, there's no need for me to check the work on Turnitin again. Your work might still be flagged on Turnitin. So once you're done with your work here, Even if you check it here, it shows 0. Me personally, I don't use this to check my work. There's no point because this is not what I use to grade my work. So once you're done with your work, even if you want to check it here, I would also still advise you, go on Turnitin, check your work, and make sure it shows 0% before you send any work to any client. I get it. Before you send any work to any client, you can use this to check your work, no problem. Now, if you use this and this shows 0%, if you take this work, you put it on Grammarly or Quickbooks, it will show 0% because this tools is stronger than most tools when it comes to which. Even if you take this work now, this your output, if you put it in GPT-Zero, it will show 0% and some other tools like that. But like I said, always use Turnitin or Copyleaks. But most times, always just use Turnitin because most schools use Turnitin for their work. So basically, this is all you need to know about StealthWriter and how to use it. I've showed you how to do all these settings. And if you have any further question, please just kindly make a comment on this video or you send me a DM. Now, to get access to this tool, because a lot of people also see have access getting premium access for these tools, you can also send me a DM or make a comment to this video, and I'm going to also respond to you on the comment section. Or you can just send me a personal DM and get access to these premium tools for a monthly fee. For a monthly fee. So let me know if you need any other questions. But if this is okay, please kindly like this video and subscribe to it. So I guess we'll be seeing another time. But kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can always get more pop-up video from me anytime. So that will be all for now.